Did you know that only 12% of murderers in the US are women? That makes their stories rare and all the more chilling. Let's dive into the shocking cases of 5 women who killed, and the dark secrets that set them apart from the rest. High heels, a symbol of elegance, sophistication, and style. But for Ana Trujillo, a pair of blue suede stilettos would become the weapon in one of the most infamous murders in Houston's history. Ana Trujillo and Dr. Stefan Anderson seemed an unlikely pair. Ana was charismatic but volatile, with a fiery temperament that often turned unpredictable. Stefan, a 59-year-old biochemist from Sweden, was gentle and soft-spoken, known for his dedication to science and his kind, private nature. Friends described him as a man who found joy in simple pleasures and cared deeply for those around him. The couple shared one unfortunate similarity: a turbulent relationship with alcohol. For Ana, drinking often led to erratic and aggressive behavior. For Stefan, it heightened his emotional vulnerabilities, sometimes leaving him withdrawn or jealous. Ana alleged their arguments occasionally turned heated, though those who knew Stefan found it hard to believe he could be violent. Their relationship began in late 2011 and was characterized by frequent arguments and reconciliations. Over time, it devolved into a toxic and destructive cycle. By June 8, 2013, the cracks in their relationship reached a breaking point. Ana and Stefan spent the evening drinking at a Houston bar. Witnesses described Ana as belligerent and aggressive, while Stefan appeared subdued. Cab driver Rosemary Gomez later recounted how Ana berated Stefan during their ride home. Security footage from Stefan's luxury high-rise apartment captured the couple returning home just after 2 a.m. Stefan looked visibly despondent, and less than 2 hours later, tragedy struck.
Well, you need medical, police, or fire. I need help. Okay, ma'am. Hello?
Give it up. Well,
Okay, you're going to have to stop crying for or calm down so I can understand what you're saying. Your name?
I'm not.
And what did your boyfriend do?
He started beating me hard.
Is he there now?
Yeah, but he's out. I don't know. Listen, he's about to die. He's not breathing. He says, I need you here right now. And
I'm trying to get someone out to you, ma'am. Are there any weapons involved?
No, man.
Okay.
It's just me and him. He just drinks a lot. And he's about to die. I've been resisting him, and I couldn't find the phone. Somebody called me.
Okay, so is he beating you up or is he about to die?
Yeah, he's beating me up, and this is so different. Breathe.
By the time police arrived, Stefan was lying lifeless on the apartment floor. He had been stabbed 25 times in the face and head with one of Ana's high heels. Blood spatter patterns suggested that Stefan was pinned to the ground while Ana struck him repeatedly. Despite Ana's self-defense claims, the overwhelming forensic evidence told a different story. She bore no defensive wounds, and investigators found no signs Stefan had been the aggressor.
And he grabbed me, and he wouldn't let me go, and he started wrestling with me. And then he got on top of me, and I couldn't breathe, and I was suffocating.
Ana was taken into custody and formally charged with murder. Her story began to unravel as investigators pieced together her history of volatile behavior. Over the following months, prosecutors built a compelling case against Ana. Witnesses described her history of violent outbursts, particularly when drinking, including an incident where she reportedly knocked an ex-boyfriend unconscious with a candlestick. During the trial, prosecutors presented the infamous stiletto heel, which had a steel rod inside, making it a lethal weapon. In a dramatic courtroom moment, they demonstrated the attack using a mannequin, showing how Ana pinned Stefan down and delivered the fatal blows. Anna took the stand during the sentencing phase, delivering a disjointed and theatrical reenactment of the alleged fight. She claimed Stefan had attacked her in a fit of rage, forcing her to act out of fear for her life. However, her claims of self-defense were undermined by the lack of any prior allegations of violence against Stefan and the absence of defensive injuries on Anna herself. The jury deliberated for less than 2 hours before reaching a unanimous verdict: guilty of murder. Days later, Anna was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. She continues to maintain her innocence, insisting she acted in self-defense. The case captivated public attention with its mix of forensic drama, a bizarre murder weapon, and the stark contrast between the couple's personalities. Anna, now famously dubbed the Stiletto Killer, has given several interviews from prison over the years, continuing to assert her version of events. It was a sunny summer morning in a quiet coastal town near Devon, England. A family on holiday was exploring a woodland path near Bennett Road when they stumbled upon something they would never forget: a suitcase abandoned on the forest floor. Inside, they made a horrifying discovery.
Emergency.
Hi, I just found a body.
Oh, go ahead, caller. What's your emergency?
I just found a body.
Right, okay. A body, is it? Are they breathing?
No, they're dead. They look like they've possibly been there like a few days or something, with some flies and stuff.
Right, okay. Bear me a second. Let's pop this.
What's the road?
Yeah, what road are you on?
I'm in Salcombe.
You're in Salcombe, sorry. Let me have a look. I can populate, hopefully, where you are. So, Bennett Road, are you quite near the harbour?
We're up from North Sand Beach. Hang on, we'll just look at Google Maps.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I can see North Sand Bay.
Road.
Bennett Road, yeah, you are on Bennett Road.
What led to this moment? To understand, we need to rewind to Wembley, northwest London, just 2 weeks earlier. Mi Quen Chong, a 67-year-old widow and devout Christian, was known for her generous spirit. Despite struggling with her mental health, she was a valued member of her church community, but her trusting nature would ultimately make her a target. Her close friend Gemma Mitchell seemed like the perfect companion: intelligent, devout, and compassionate. A former osteopath with a first-class degree in human sciences, Gemma had once been an award-winning student. However, her life had taken a turn. Financial struggles stemming from a failed renovation of her family's $5.5 million home left her desperate. The two women grew close, and Gemma often shared her financial woes. Initially, Mi Quen offered her support, even considering giving Gemma nearly $300,000 for her renovations. But just days before the crime, she changed her mind, citing stress and second thoughts. This rejection seemed to spark a calculated and tragic plan. On the morning of June 11, 2021, Gemma arrived at Mi Quen's home with an empty blue suitcase. Hours later, CCTV captured her leaving, struggling to carry the now heavier bag. It would take weeks for the horrifying truth behind this footage to unravel. After Mi Quen's lodger reported her missing, Gemma claimed she had gone to visit family near the ocean. But this wasn't true. Instead, the woman stored the suitcase with the victim's body in her garden for 2 weeks before taking further steps to cover her tracks. On June 26th, she rented a car under a false name and drove over 200 miles to Devon. Along the way, her car got a flat tire. The repairman noted her distressed demeanor and the strange, musty smell inside the vehicle. She insisted on keeping the damaged tire inside the car, a seemingly minor detail that raised eyebrows later. The following morning, holidaymakers discovered the suitcase in the woods. Police were quickly alerted, launching a major investigation. By July 6th, Gemma was arrested at her home.
All right, Gemma, at this moment, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. Okay, you don't have to say anything, but you may have a defense if you want to mention one question.
Inside, officers found incriminating evidence, including forged documents attempting to name her as the primary heir to Mi Quen's estate, which was over $900,000. The trial revealed the chilling extent of Gemma's premeditation. Using her background in anatomy and her knowledge of dissection, she orchestrated a plan that shocked even seasoned investigators. The jury deliberated for 7 hours before returning a unanimous guilty verdict. Gemma Mitchell, the first woman in the UK to have her sentencing televised, was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 34 years. Courtney Clenny and Christian Obumsili seemed like the perfect couple on social media. She was a popular online model known to her millions of followers as Courtney Taylor, while he was a rising cryptocurrency trader. On April 3, 2022, a frantic 911 call would be the beginning of a glimpse into their relationship, and it was the opposite of what fans had seen on social media.
Operator, what is the address of your emergency? Area, ma'am, please.
3101.
Ma'am, listen to me. You need to stop screaming on the line and give me the address.
3101. I'm gonna die. I can't feel my arm. 3101. I can't feel my arm. Please, God, please. Come save my voice.
Ma'am, is this a house apartment or a business?
127452582. Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am, hold on one moment. The caller advised the phone number is verified. The caller advised that her boyfriend has a stab wound.
Please, God,
Listen, ma'am. I'm sending you low. How old is he? Ma'am, how old is he? Is he awake? Hello? Hello? PD, Tristan on the line. She didn't provide a room number or anything. No, did she tell you where he was stabbed at? She said he was stabbed on his shoulder. Do you know if there's more than one? No, she didn't say. She just kept screaming on the line saying that he was dying, that he needed help, and she kept apologizing. But we do have a call at that same address in reference to a fight that happened. The room number could possibly be 2201, because we already have a call that 2 people are fighting inside of that room. So they're possibly related. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give her a call back, but we do have rescue on the way, okay? Okay.
The couple met in November 2020, and it wasn't long before warning signs emerged. By mid-2021, Courtney had been arrested for domestic battery in Las Vegas, and Christian had begun documenting instances of physical abuse.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me.
I am mad that you told me to come.
Decide right now.
Courtney, I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize, but you hit me.
One chilling text message from October 2021 revealed that Clenny had stabbed him in the leg during an argument. When the couple moved to Miami's upscaled One Paraiso apartment complex in January 2022, their arguments became so frequent and disruptive that neighbors reported them to building management. Security footage from February showed Courtney violently attacking Christian in an elevator, while text messages revealed his worsening injuries. In a handwritten note, he described his love for Courtney, writing, "I want to be everything to you, your boyfriend, your best friend, and your lifelong partner." On the afternoon of the incident, Christian briefly left their apartment and returned home with sandwiches. Less than 30 minutes later, Courtney made the 911 call. The 27-year-old died of a single stab wound to the chest. Courtney initially told police she had thrown the knife from a distance of 10 feet. However, the medical examiner's testimony contradicted her claim, stating the injury was consistent with a close-range downward strike. The investigation also revealed a pattern of escalating violence. Text messages and recordings depicted Courtney's outbursts, including racial slurs and physical attacks. In one message, Christian heartbreakingly asked, "Is love going to kill me?" 4 months later, Courtney was arrested in Hawaii, where she claimed to be in rehab for PTSD and substance abuse. Charged with second-degree murder, she has remained in custody ever since. The case took another unexpected turn in early 2024. Following Christian's death, his belongings, including his laptop, became a contentious issue. Investigators alleged that Courtney's parents, Kim and Deborah Clenny, unlawfully accessed the device and other items from the couple's Miami apartment. Prosecutors later accused them of hacking into the device in an attempt to tamper with evidence. These allegations led to the parents' arrests, though they denied wrongdoing and claimed they were only trying to help their daughter. A warrant revealed that Courtney's father shared messages in a group chat with attorneys about accessing the laptop, at one point exclaiming, "Hell yeah, that pin worked." 7 months later, the hacking charges against Kim and Deborah Clenny were dropped after a judge ruled that the prosecutors had violated attorney-client privilege. Defense attorneys argued that communications between Courtney, her parents, and her legal team were improperly seized during the investigation. Despite this, the controversy added another layer of complexity to an already contentious case. And the legal battle continues. A Florida judge recently postponed a key decision regarding whether evidence seized from Christian's laptop can be used in the murder case. The decision, now delayed until early 2025, is expected to shape the trial's outcome. As Clenny awaits trial, her defense team continues to argue self-defense, while prosecutors paint a picture of a toxic relationship fueled by her alleged violence. Meanwhile, Obumseli's family mourns the loss of a young man they describe as kind, loving, and undeserving of such a fate. In March 2011, Julie Dixon made a frantic 999 call, claiming that intruders had broken into her fiancé David Twiggs' workshop and locked him inside. The fire brigade arrived to find the building ablaze and David Twigg kneeling in a prayer-like position in the store cupboard.
We've just gone up to the workshop to pick some things out.
Yeah.
And somebody came and put us behind.
Yeah.
And they attacked us and set fire to the place.
So the place has actually set fire?
Yeah.
Is it the building that's on fire?
It is, yeah.
It is, okay then.
I got out. I managed to get them.
Right then. It's okay. Is everybody out of the building?
No, there's still my partner in.
Right, is he able to get out of the building?
No, because there's fires near the door.
So he's stuck inside, he can't get out of the fire?
I opened the door, I've got my spare keys, I opened the other door, and the flames have come back.
Tragically, he was already dead. Julie appeared distraught and hysterical on the scene, telling police about masked intruders dressed in black. But investigators soon uncovered a chilling truth. The intruders never existed, and her lies unraveled over months of investigation, leading her to arrest. The 43-year-old had planned and carried out the crime herself. The motive? Julie had hidden serious financial troubles from David. It has escalated so far that the victim's joinery business was bankrupt and that a warrant had been issued for his arrest. It was revealed in court that in the days leading up to the murder, the woman had searched online for ways to kill someone without leaving evidence detectable in a post-mortem. By the time of her trial, she eventually pleaded guilty to murder on the second day. The judge described the 999 call as Oscar-worthy before handing down a 23-year sentence. In November 2017, Jacob Henderson frantically called 911 to report that his wife, Sarah Henderson, had shot her 2 young daughters, 5-year-old Kaylee and 7-year-old Kenley.
Henderson County 911.
Yes, my wife just shot her kid.
What is her name, sir?
Sarah Henderson.
Sarah Henderson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And how old are the children?
7 and 5.
And they're in the bedroom?
Huh?
Are they in the bedroom, sir?
No, they're in the living room.
They're in the living room and they're not breathing?
No.
Were you home when she did this, or did you just get home?
I was asleep.
You were asleep?
Yes.
God forgive me, please. Why did I do that, babe?
I don't know.
She's not trying to leave or anything, correct?
She keeps saying somebody's after her. There's nobody after her. There's nothing. She keeps saying people are coming. There's nobody even here.
What did I do, Lord? What did I do? What did I do, God? What did I do?
Were the children asleep in the living room, or did they get up? Do you know?
Yes, they were asleep.
They were asleep in the living room, and then she went in there?
Yes. She was asleep when I went to sleep last night, and I woke up. She come in there, and she goes, "Babe, I just shot the kids." And I didn't want to believe it. I went in there, and they were dead.
This wasn't the first time deputies were called to the Payne Springs home that night. Earlier, around 11:30 p.m., Jacob had contacted emergency services concerned about Sarah's behavior. Deputies responded to the scene, but the couple assured them everything was fine, and the officers left shortly after. Just a few hours later, the second call came in, revealing the devastating events that had unfolded. Sarah Henderson later confessed to the murders and admitted that she had been planning the killings for at least 2 weeks. Investigators did not release a motive, leaving family, friends, and neighbors in shock. Neighbors described the girls as sweet and playful, often riding their bicycles through the neighborhood. Sarah's violent actions came as a surprise to many, though some mentioned they had heard her yelling at the children in the past. Henderson was charged with capital murder. 2 years after the killing, she pleaded guilty to both counts and was sentenced to life in prison without parole. For more True 911 calls, watch this episode next.